Hello, my little marshmallows, and welcome back to Danganrompa. I missed Wednesday and Friday, and those are supposed to be Danganrompa days. The only reason why I missed those days was because work and work. Also at the same time school. So, to make up for at least both days and 2 days, I'm gonna do at least some liquor long enough to make up for this. But I'm not gonna end the stream just there because I do plan on doing a lot of other streams, a lot more games for today. Maybe because today is Halloween, so happy Halloween everyone. And this will probably leak into stuff because I want to try and get to at least 80 views, maybe. That's a goal I want to try and set up because I really want to try and get affiliated. So yeah, if I could, maybe I could try. So, if I can, I want to try and at least get to 80 views, mainly because, like I said, I do want to try and get affiliated because of the things that we have. Yay! Yeah, sorry about that. I will lower the volume. There we go. Sorry about that. I will try to lower. I did try to lower. I will lower the volume mainly because of the game usually starts the volume out really loud. But yeah, I'll be doing Danganronpa today. Besides I think League of Legends, I'll just do it tomorrow as well as Persona. But I'm gonna do FNAF. Yes, I will do Doki Doki Literature Club because it is a spooky game. I do have Mad Doctor. Fuck it. I do have Mad Doctor, Miso, and other things. I think I forgot which it was called. Oh, The Witch's House. There it is. Because those are spooky games as well. I did say FNAF, so I will do like maybe a few nights of that. Plop that in there. And yeah, I think that should. If you guys have any other recommendations, I will chuck them out in the window. Chuck them at me, and yeah, don't chuck them out the window. I need those ideas. But other than that, this will be a long stream, so we can get to 80 views and maybe a lot of followers because I really do need them. Alright, let's start. Goes to play FNAF more and more like about stupid controller. Alright, right, it's this. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward. That's obvious evidence to the look at her head as suffer. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. Yes, that's a girl. That's a girl. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, so what would you have caused? So what would have caused her to vomit blood? Monokuma specifically said that she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Alright. Maybe getting hit on the head somehow caused her to vomit blood? Not a chance. Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes. Most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. I gotta get into the voices now. Fuck. Fudge. There we are. That guy is the killer. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to the why she had died. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Ah, that's poisoning? Maybe. I honestly forgot how she died. Cause I watched the anime of this, and I forgot what happened. I'm blanking on everything. Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
yeah. I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm her down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. Wait a moment. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much.
I mean...
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. Don't say anything if you know the answer. But now, they've lost all their flavor. You know. Plaka dotted candy wrapper. Plaka, polka. Polka. Why did I say plaka? Palka. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of the bottle, right? So this must have been the originally been a bottle. Glass shards found on the floor. Alright, cool. Huh, there's something else on the left here. It's a figure. It sits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor. Alright, cool. Whoops, wrong button. There's a bloodstain in front of the magazine shelf. I have no idea. It must have come to talk about. That doesn't make any sense. Why is it so far from where she died? Or maybe Othello. Okay, what is Othello? Someone please tell me what is that. Cause like this game mentioned it, and like when Celeste before she died, she mentioned playing Othello. Like everyone mentioned Othello. I'm like here thinking, what is Othello? Please someone tell me that. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is... Actually, you know what? This is a good picture. It's a fun game. Okay. I really want to know how you play it. It's no different from your sharded chip in the bottle. Huh? You know where the bottle's open is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh, yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So this is the Monokuma version of that, a Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I finally started to make sense of things, but little by little. The Monokuma battles. Okay, so if it's a fun game, then I really want to know, like, what is it? Like, how do you play it? Also, a piece is missing. I just realized that. Hold on, yeah, a piece is missing. You spelled waifu wrong. Waifu. Monokuma's sitting on the shelf. Yeah. There, close enough. You forgot like the A. Here. There we are. The figure we found on the ground. So that's the knight, pawn, rook, bishop, and I think I have to like I said last time, I feel like you're gonna be the one that's gonna make me like add a lot of stuff to the permission meter. Be like add. I might as well add the entire dictionary. The Monokuma figure we found in our class. Yes, the knight. Richard probably started, which means Sakura had been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Therefore, also trying to, yeah, we read that. The locker's open from the inside. There was a clock on the right. Okay. It's a handprint.
Why?
What's the handprint doing here? It looks like... Okay, I'll look at the left.
It's true.
Fresh. I'd say someone's hiding in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in the locker until the locked room was open, don't you think? During all the commotion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah. The locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hid in until after we opened the door. So then, what does the handprint mean? Alright. Let's see. Left. Ah, clock. So roughly an hour ago. So was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? Okay. This is a one-way. The door doesn't have a lock and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only little change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see any suspicion about the door itself. Down on the ground is a chair. That one, right? Oh, okay. That's a protein. That's Sakura's. That's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance.
So...
I think it's a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And the chair is a thing. Okay.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label that says Chem A2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kind of health stuff. So she must have gotten the stuff from the lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass must have been parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure, but you probably are going to want to take note of it. The window! Yeah. I feel like it'll become an important tool later on. Alright. Yeah, that's actually kind of strange. Because if we broke the window to get in, then how is the glass on... Okay. Let's go talk to the chair itself. The chair was shoved against the doorknob so we could get into the door. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think that the chair had anything special to it. Examining both the door and the chair, there's no doubt that the reason the door couldn't have been open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room from inside, not from the outside. There we go. Alright. So I did everything here. I did that. I did this. I checked the body. Okay, now she's on this side. Now he's gotta talk to people. Alright.
However...
But for Sakura to have been killed... Yeah, she's not the type who'd go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she soon didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Ah, yes. Taps on someone, then jumps about 2 feet. Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. Okay.
What the heck?
We already know who did it. Byakuya, Koko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't know what to say. Anything for sure without finding out more. I don't want to say anything more. I can't. She is a bit sus. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both slept together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again, she told me she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. I don't know why she didn't say this before. By noon, the Monokuma said she died right before around there. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stop her by force, this would have never have happened, Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Alright. But the fact that she asked those 3 to meet up with her, she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time the place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I heard with the 3 of them directly. She's very, very sus.
What?
What do you want? Sorry. What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet with her in the rec room? He seems like a dick. Yeah, no, he is a dick. So, you found out. Interesting. That is true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do you think it would say? I can't read. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. But I guess you didn't go after her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. What a dick.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. she decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I have to talk with the others. But... okay, so before this is that, one, I have all the recordings on my YouTube channel, so shameless plugin for YouTube. Let me just shameless plug. Hopefully that works. Nightbot, do your thing. Hopefully. I gotta check out Nightbot. I don't know why I'm not doing that. So I gotta double check these commands. Okay, there's the Discord thing for the Discord for all the latest updates, and I think I have Nightbot as well. I forgot what was the command for Nightbot. I think it was I sub, like exclamation point sub. I forgot. I haven't used that command in a bit. Oh, it's just YouTube. Whoops. There we go. There we are. Okay, thank you, Nightbot. Sakura, I don't know what to do with that. I need her what she said. Okay. I should probably like. No, like hey, I did say I have to like up on it. Like I have to add your stuff. You're gonna make me add the entire dictionary. Plus, it like at least it's like a one. At least it's like a one-time thing. Like once I add the button, once I hit add, it's kind of like okay, it's all in there. Then that sentence or that term, it's all. Oh, it stopped. Okay. Well, this message went through now. So Ayo seems like a good wife material, but she is too sussing out yet. She is. Oh, I need to hit button. I was joking, saying that it stopped the simple "you're welcome." Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, I have smooth veins sometimes, so yeah. Okay, so you're all in your room. Fucking fucker. Huh? That worked. Yeah. Maybe. After a few seconds.
Who's there?
The most negative aura I've felt. The aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
The fuck is with this person? It's like a room set. Oh, so it's Danganrompa, and everyone is trapped inside a school. So yeah. Obviously annoyed Toko. Ah yes, school. Annoyed, Toko slid out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Ryako already told me, and told me she asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess that was totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Totally claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? I'm going back to my room. And with that, Tokyo quickly retreated into her room. Alright, let's... Chihiro. Goddamn. Tokyo reminds me of... Why would you put that cursed number here? God damn it.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? No, I gotta do that voice again. What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? The fuck is with that? Yeah, actually, I just want to check something. It's about Sakura. I wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special blades awakened in you? But I'm the only one she wanted to meet with. Orga told me herself. But she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too? What? When did Sakura tell you that? When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But she didn't write you a note? Yeah. A note,
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others like I'm passing. He's always sus. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then, you went and meet with Sakura.
You got it all wrong.
No way! I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
the last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and took her to the nurse's office. He is
Don't look at me.
suspicious. I haven't seen her since. Well then, I'm here. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I have it? Let's see. Hiro's feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big poof smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. And when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Quickly as always, Hino snatched it back up. He is definitely fucking suspicious.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, there's a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I came tonight. Ogre asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. So I've heard from Toko, Hiro, and we'll definitely have to look over the time on top of that. Maybe I can find out more about the protein as we found on the rec room. I have to go to the chem lab then. So where should I start? Let's go to the chem lab. Well, don't say anything. You can help me in the investigation or like and like the final gambit, but like don't say anything. I know spoiler. Okay, good. Okay, I will do that. I need to check out the chem lab first, though, because he mentioned chem lab. But where's the chem lab again? That was on the 3rd floor, right? Yeah, it was. That's the rec room. I heard it. Okay, cool. It's on the 4th.
What?
God damn it, why I realized you're here. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Why is he there? I don't know. Anyway, right back, I'm gonna get a drink of water. Because this will kill my voice. This will definitely kill my voice. Check the end. Check him. Alright. What do I have? Okay. Let me launch up Discord on my computer. I will. Rah. Alright. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think you meant to say, yes sir, I understand. No, see, what I meant to say is, go fuck yourself. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, and yes, he is a dick. But I just can't get over how big it is. I probably should take a closer look. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what is that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? Hold up, I'm holding up. Floor, okay. I have to be careful not to step in it. Is that urine? I hope not. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like a bottle labeled on it, Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at this point, this room wasn't like this. C4? Then this powder... Explosive powder? Maybe. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must have been related to the case somehow. Yeah, C4! Alright. There's a YouTube as a scout upon us leave. Excuse me. These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. But then insufferable smirky handed me a piece of paper and pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop chop. Okay. So I get to work before long I had drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me?
I see.
So, yes, perfect. So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. Totally, the best drawing ever. You know what? Yes, it is. I'm gonna see if I can get like I'm gonna take a picture of it. That's drawn. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be.
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoe and I'll confirm their size myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quickly did what Byakuya had said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it can only be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are really valuable clue. You should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled 10C4. It also looks like someone left their footprints in powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, it was only on the left side. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had it been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay, I was about to say, like, why are you repeating yourself? Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found on the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf were labeled with the letter A and a number. C9? I think. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit A. Huh, wait. There's a bottle here that labeled 10C9. Could someone have put the F on by accident? So this is, the shelf is all can be. The reagents, but simply, they're used in experiments to bring out the chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must be truly a bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, do you think studying science as mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
In the words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose you suits well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now, I need to focus. All the numbers are correct, so I guess this is section B. And here's some C9. On this shelf. Wait a minute. They're all labeled C9. Looks like I can tell there's nothing but dangerous chemicals. Look at the poison and powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf labeled with C9 and a number. Sorry, C and a number. So I guess I can consider this a shelf. A is dietary, B is reagents, and C is lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten protein powder from A. But what concerns me is that in section A there was a bottle with the chemicals to section A. Blah, I can't read for the life of me. God, fuck. I'm taking this all in. Why are there so many C9s? I don't know why there's so many C9s. I guess that it's literally says, hey yo, how do you want to die? Do you want to die by this C9 or do you want to die by this C9? But die by this. Okay. What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? That means C4. Yeah, I think C4 is deadly. That's definitely something. No, I'm not tasting it. It's definitely. I'm not tasting it. There's definitely something going on here. I've already taken a good look at the cam. Maybe I should take a good look and then look at the rec room. All right, cool. All right. Cheers. Not doing a taste test. That's a surefire way of, hey, here's how to die. Alright, I did a chem lab. just the restroom. Then people question who killed him. He killed himself. No, see, he tasted it, so that means he killed himself.
Hey,
So, Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko about what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
So, along with Byakuya, they both claiming they didn't go see her. It's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body and the shelf of magazine and the Monokuma bottle. These three things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay. Let's go in order. Sakura's body. According to Kyoko, there's something to her be discovered from Sakura's
just
body.
a second.
Just staring off into space is gonna help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She's completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perfectly used to. Although there are still some time. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to
It's
it.
true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunity to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
correct.
See that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Hey,
Next is the wound on her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, can you tell? Actually, even telling you that is incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would
It
seem...
appears that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? There's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Kyoko feels like a biatch, but also very much waifu material. Waifu like very. Oh my god, bookshelf. Yeah. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue. Some kind of clue. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up and investigated the magazine and flipped through it. This is on one of the pages. There's near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it will appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Dying
however,
message. But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that says Togo, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. I I cannot read. Anyway, bottle. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
Hey,
So did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. The correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you towards the clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come up to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. They're all chess pieces. Only to a degree.
Hey,
Actually, there's one thing about the Monokuma bottles that's been bothering me. I like to do an experiment to confirm it, but you don't mind helping me, right? An experiment.
anyway...
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
That doesn't
I've
matter.
already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the camera lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the pieces. And with that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but I don't have a choice, do I? What choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and I got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Wait a moment. And just I finished up. Yeah, I mentioned that. There are 2 bottles missing.
So then...
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
I got a scale from Miss Kimberly. Look at the far left. They are really close. Yeah, I see it. It's the pawn and rook. And then when you go look at the right, you see a gap, then the bishop, and then I believe that's the queen. So it's the king, or it's the queen. So the king and the rook, sorry, the king and knight are missing. We already know where the knight is, and that's on the floor. So where's the king? The pieces of glass are collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles are still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's important for the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of normal Monokuma bottles. It's
In
balanced.
other words...
That means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier. Maybe because like there's more weight to the piece, but yeah. But all the pieces you picked up on one side. But all the pieces now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they all balance out or the pieces are collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Okay then, let's give it a try. The broken pieces are heavier. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together,
Hey,
it's 2. Yeah, it's 2. I believe you will arrive at the one very precise conclusion. So, what do you think? So what do you think? It's all on you. There it is, the bell.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of... See you soon!
Oh, I got 2 views. Awesome. Welcome, second viewer. This will be a long stream, so hopefully I can get affiliated. Sorry I didn't notice you earlier, but I've been gathering a lot of evidence. So now, welcome. I'm gonna like shoot someone a message. Alrighty. Alright. And then the ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery.
What?
Okay, so you know what I'm saying. Well, it still counts as 2. Oh, I just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss on in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. This is just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reserve? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it super negative.
yes,
For
indeed.
example, do you have 100 friends? What? He's right. That does make it super
I
sad.
can't wait. I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. I'm not doing. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me!
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean!
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer?
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt about it. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit. The killer, the one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone, I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way to the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. But no matter how many times I go through this, it never gets easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close. And it felt beginning disaster. Sound the other let out. The ends. I see it. I saw it. So your school life will continue and
Now
now
then.
then, are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. Found Lu Togo. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate. A deadly clash trial. Alright. Alright. Oh, hey. I'm about to be rated. Yep, there it is. Thanks. Good day. And good day to you, Mr. 22T. Thank you for that. Wow. And I also got rated. Wow, I don't know what to say, but thank you. Alright. I'm just like double checking to see if like I have everything that I wanted set up. No, I do not. Alright. Actually, increases the. You're welcome to the weird stream. Hey. Steadies your aim, effective during non-stop debate and hangman's tournament. Yeah. And also, thank you for the follow. This actually really does help me out because I do want to try and get affiliated. So, thank you. Let's see. The time limit doesn't matter even if you shoot your statement, but the silence is during effect. Increases the speed of memorizing statements. Alright. Damn, I don't have a lot of SP because I do want to add I don't know what to take out. I want this one. I really do. But this just increases the influence guard, so I should be fine for a little bit. Alright. Just do a save. I should be fine. Dies. Alright, and here we are. Trial time! Trial!
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa! Deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. She must have had some reason for believing that. I was like, no.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it?
Well, I
That doesn't
forgot
make
the
any
button.
sense.
I forgot my button.
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Hina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Pocket trash. Alright.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw...
No, that's wrong.
Pocket trash seems like pocket sand. Yeah.
Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean... Yeah, sure I got it from her, but... Look, she gave it to me forever ago! It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her!
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was... when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
This man is highly suspicious. Because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. So the reason I know this is because...
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office.
They like
So
hammered
if that
every
was the
single
last time you
evidence into
saw
your
her,
head for this
there's
one.
no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was, Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Now you're even more suspicious!
Sudden hostility.
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you
Oh,
talking
Steam's
about?
lagging?
I'm talking
I'm
about
sorry if it's
the
lagging.
shining message.
Okay, if it's lagging, then I will disable the autoplay. Oh, it was lagging on your end. It buffered. Okay. Luckily, I did not lose any connection, so if I do lose connection, this stream will reappear. I am sorry for that. That happened, but yeah. What would be a shiny message?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
Wait, how the hell do you know that?
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Hold on. But when Kyoka found the magazine with the dying message, it was on.
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't, mate. There's definitely something strange about it. Kyoka found a dying message during the investigation, in which case, that clearly counteracts what Hiro told us. Contradicts. Message, magazine, dying. Let's see what you say.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Alright. So I know what everyone says. I'm gonna shoot.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered. Shoot! I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
So there's three shots. Alright. We need to be very careful.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body.
And I can tell you when it was only
After the investigation had begun.
That's the next one.
Shoot! I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was.
And I can tell you it was only after I found the magazine.
Tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Wait, that's not it.
Shoot!
Oh shit, that means I gotta absorb something.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the...
How do I absorb?
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I
Contradict the
pulled it
guy,
out,
yeah.
I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly what I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
That was not it. I need to contradict him, but when was it? I know it has to be a bullet absorption then. Is it the exact same bullet?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong.
I hate the absorption bullets. I hate it.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it. After we'd begun, and you weren't at the murder scene. So there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt. You know what? I actually do doubt there's no way Sakura wrote that message. Ah, fuck. I don't have enough for this.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
I hate Hangman. I hate that one.
Is this really the end for all of us? I refuse to give up yet.
I only had like one heart. So there was no way I could actually survive that one. Okay,
show me.
Let me figure out how do I reload. Lockdown, attack, yeah. Reload. Oh, it's a tab key. Okay.
I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
I only had like one heart because of the absorption bullet thing.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura, because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger, but both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
Wait, what?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm gonna end it today. I'm gonna end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and...
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
She was hit twice.
That's what happened.
Because there's 2 bottles
Go
missing.
ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura.
Didn't he just say, please kill me? It's okay.
You're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we
Blood
can't
for the
consider
blood
the
god.
case closed.
So what is that Hiro did not make sense? What could we have said? Why do you think it was for pain to anyway, that's not the point of
Shoot!
Yo, no, seriously, why did you pick Toko? If Hiro wanted to pin the crime on Toko, there's one thing that doesn't make sense. If it was Hiro that didn't make sense, why? Then 1, okay. No, second one.
Shoot!
Then it's a second. Then a second one. Seriously, all of Hiro said made no sense. So all of that could have been valid, but like, why didn't he just use the figure? Why did he pick Toko? What the hell was Hiro trying to make?
I got it! That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Everyone is suspicious.
He's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
But then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, They must not have liked what was written on it.
No, it can't be. Toko!
I got it! It had
I was
to be
thinking,
Toko,
why would
right?
Byakuya hide it? And it can't be Kyoko.
Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay. I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, we
Just once.
even said that she died twice. That she was hit twice.
No, that's wrong.
She was hit 2 times. Thank you, Kat, for reminding me.
If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
Yeah, that's almost for later.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident,
There we
there
are.
were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf.
It's
right?
finally mentioned.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the bottles is becoming clear. The connection must be chess pieces! Yeah. Oh, god damn it. I don't like this song. E. I need an S. I need an S. I need an S. P. Oh, it's an E. I thought I spelled the I part. E.
Now I understand. That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of
It
those.
was a king rather than queen.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn.
Yo, just
What was left
use
intact
all
at the
8
crime scene
pawn
were the
pieces on
king,
one person.
rook,
There you go.
bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
Kat, did you just got the reference?
So we
Oh,
only
the
have
queen.
evidence for 5 bottles at the scene. While one apparently went
I said,
missing.
hey, just use all 8
What does
pawn pieces
chess
on
have to do
one
with
person.
anything?
And maybe something will
Yeah,
happen.
shogi is way better.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
It was broken.
I got it! The bottle must have
I
been
was reading the
broken
chat.
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Yeah. There it is.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
He didn't mention the fact that the weight is 2 intact bottles together. Nice.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given
Yeah.
all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Hiro, you're an idiot!
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What? Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
It's not ridiculous at all. I need proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room. Oh god, I'm ganging up. Only you will be thinking perverted thoughts. A new element has been added to bullet time battles. Would you like to hear it? Absolutely! Run to the tutorial! Always run to the tutorial! So far, you've been pressing the left mouse button during your final strike without second thought, but from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention for your finishing blow. You'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your you can select it, and the way it was selected in a non-stop debate, simply press the Q or the mouse wheel, okay? Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? By the way, you're about halfway through the game now. You go you! Well then, good luck and have fun. Why do you tell me to have fun, mate? Alright.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing! I hate you! I curse you! No! That's enough! I admit nothing! I curse you! I curse you! That's enough!
This should prove it.
I literally forgot my controls there for a second.
Did you know someone
I literally
had
forgot my
behind
controls
on the
there for a
inside of the
second.
locker?
And here I
They
saw
must
she
have
was
been hiding
sort of
in
white
there
material.
and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up, right?
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
She is crazy ass.
Then you
Yeah,
killed
she is.
Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note,
I like it how-
I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room.
I like it how when Byakuya demands talk, Toko then starts talking.
I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on. So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a
After I
sound
put the
behind me
magazine
like a
back, I heard a
like a
sound
monster
behind me
growling.
like a monster growling.
And when I
And when I turned around,
there was Sakura.
there was Sakura covered in blood and staring right at me.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted
Basically, you can't.
right there in
There.
front of the magazines.
Sorry if I read it over while Toko was talking, but like my headphones just just lowered the volume by accident, so I couldn't hear if she was talking. So yeah.
I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
What happened to the twin tail twisters? Twin tail twisters.
Guess it's back!
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's
Oh,
fault. When our faults
she did.
combine, they soar to even greater heights!
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories. So I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... Splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. You keep talking like that, and
Well
here's
then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
not done. Huh? I thought for sure you had some words to say for Hero on
What's
the other
wrong?
one.
Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right?
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
I have no idea who takes the
Odd.
blame.
Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't.
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over, is it? The one who killed Sakura is... okay.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the show!
No, that's wrong.
No, something's wrong. Something's wrong with that
We
one.
found Sakura sitting upright in a chair.
Yep, there it is.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who
Is it
saw the
fucking
murder scene
Haley?
should think the same way.
I don't know who it is! This has to be it. The evidence that can... Yeah, there it is.
I got it! Sakura was definitely
I have
attacked in front
a
of the
pile
shelf.
of notes like right here. Like, all right, I
The
need to
blood
take
stain
notes
by
now.
the magazines is proof of that.
And she must have moved the body after she killed her, right?
Not just heavy.
All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's
Like
no
I
way
have
I could
a
move a
pile of
muscle-bound
notes of the
heavyweight like that.
the stuff that was said in chat,
Then,
as well as the
Then
stuff that
what's
was
the
in the
deal?
game,
Well,
and then theories,
Are you still convinced
and then
the case is
other
coming to
stuff.
an
But
end?
it's like I think one or two like
But-
off-brand
Plus,
is causing
the
the pile of
biggest
notes
mystery
somehow.
of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
so she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, the locker was open on itself.
No, I don't think that's possible. I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Dude, we were missing something so important. There's another possible explanation, maybe. Poison!
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No, that's wrong. According to the
There you
Monokuma
go.
file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death.
So when it
In
comes to like the
fact,
truth
there
bullets,
was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
so when it comes to the truth bullets, you have to use your evidence to disprove whatever was said, and everything like that. That's why, yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
No, that is not. That's not how bottles and being hit work.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her
See,
mouth.
how is he sus now?
Even chicken there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body.
Moving
Most
her bit while
likely,
left up charge and then moving crap. Okay, take your time.
Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! That she was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
What the fuck?
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
Wait, the candy!
It's not an especially powerful poison, but
Maybe.
it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Section A.
Got it! The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Yep.
You just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I can't believe my eyes. Bianca put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
Can we just, like, get a picture of this real quick? Like, this is mood. This is mood right now. But As if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct.
Wait!
That wasn't poison in the bottle.
Wait, how
It was
did...
protein powder.
How would you actually, like, swap the bottles? How?
Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which means that conveniently the poison must have been in... Could it be? Fucking hell. Alright. I know the spell. Bro. Hey, get out of there.
Now I
The
understand.
bottle on the drink glass.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Wait.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Wait, then... Something at the crime scene. It was... a protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
So many
Protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials.
First it was
left
Hero,
in the
then it
chem
was
lab
just
for
like Jack.
anyone to see.
Now it's goddamn maybe, I don't know. Even I don't know who it was. No, oh, there it is.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
Yo!
If you're all gonna find out anyway,
Huh?
I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Ogre's killer was...
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
I got it! Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be. Mikado, are they yours? No. Okay, let's see if you don't confirm it.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
There, now it's not.
Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all
Like
of
I said,
us.
I feel like I have to add the entire
I have to
dictionary
say,
when you're in the
Coming
stream.
from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina,
Is it true? Did you really... kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once, and then...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room?
Yeah, I
problem?
like that as well.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail?
Wait, so it goes from Hiro to Genocide Jack to Aoi. Now it's fucking who?
Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina.
It's a
Start from the
goddamn
moment you
Yakya.
arrived at
I
the
don't
camera.
know.
Well, right away I went to section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved
I
to
don't know.
section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to section C to get the poison. Then moved to section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from section C to section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
If that's true, isn't it a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until you figure it out. Until I uncover the full truth of this case. God fucking damn it!
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C
To section A.
This is bothering me.
and that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A. Then I took the bottle with the poison in it and left the chem lab. That's all there is to it.
Honestly, that's enough. How much longer must we tolerate this?
First, I went to section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from section C to section A. And that's where I switched the powders. Once I was done switching them, I put the bottle filled with the protein powder back in section A. Then I took the bottle
Okay.
with the poison and left the... That's all there is.
Honestly, that's enough. How much
Okay.
longer must we tolerate this?
I had to hear it like twice just to make sure.
First, I went to section... That's when I grabbed the... And you spilled some of the... Yeah. Okay. I moved from section
C to section
No, that's wrong.
Yeah. That's why I captured that
You said you went to
specific
get
line.
the poison from section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Because
Yeah?
it was weird.
What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A. That contradicts what you just said.
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, there would have been footprints.
No,
allowed.
that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left the footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well...
What the hell? What's going on here?
Welcome to the chat stream, Miyafia! Everyone is thinking that! What the hell is going on here?
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her
Someone
account.
capture that, please!
What? Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle, and the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
The shard of glass blue lights found, I think I remember who broke it. It's from the rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
Oh, so someone switched the poison and the protein, then Aioi got the protein thinking it was only protein, but it was poison. I don't know. I don't know.
The window we broke to get in was light blue. Just...
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us...
Was it at the bottom of the poison who should have been the favorite?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab.
I missed that part.
That is what you said, right, Hina?
Yep.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
You know what's funny? You know what I found? Everyone in the entire courtroom is thinking, what the fuck is going on? And the only two that are trying to solve it, who are actually piecing together all the evidence, is Makoto and Kitty Giddy, which is funny. Everyone is mind-fucked because of how confusing this is.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Welcome to my brain, Byakuya. Plot twist, Kyoko's the killer.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked.
Too many twists, too many plot twists.
But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside. If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all.
I don't know.
Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here.
Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Oh my god, Bianca! There's proof that someone brought the protein can into the record after it was open. Ah! Load up the bullet again! Okay.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked. It absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible! It had to have been in there the whole time! It had to be!
It was in there before the rec room was...
No, that's wrong.
No, it's not in there.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course! It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows
Bianca
that
was in
the
a
can
chem
must
lab
have
after
been put
death.
down on the floor.
Bianca is the killer, right?
after the window was
Maybe?
broken.
I don't know anymore.
So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Okay.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Someone capture that! Someone capture that! Someone! Oh my god! He said it's sorry! He said please!
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
Hold up, I need to like send this picture to someone that actually loves Byakuya, and I need to send it. Where's my hold up. Okay, there's my Discord. There we go. Okay, I sent it to the person.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
You know, the one person that got poisoned from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room, it couldn't have been you, and it couldn't have been Hina. Everything makes no sense. So then...
I got it! I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to section C. Kyoko already showed me the evidence I need. Now I need to hit Hina with it. I need to make sure she accepts it. Oh!
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
The reason
Do you
why...
have any kind of proof, Sakura?
This should prove it. Hina, did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. The reason why I thought it was Sakura herself when it came to the poison was because in our evidence file, when we actually saw it, Sakura had put the yellow powder taped onto her foot. So the only thing we can think about how she got the yellow powder onto her foot was the yellow powder was already spilled onto her. That's how she got it herself. And it's in our evidence file. It's just this entire time it was never brought until now. So I was thinking, oh, okay.
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one person that killed Sakura, the connection between Sakura and the poison, the unsolved mystery to the locked room. There's only one way to explain it. No. There she is.
Here's my answer.
No. Maybe she's just going to...
The one who
You
killed
said the
Sakura
answer!
was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Sakura wanted to
I
create.
got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On Jake and Tina left the restaurant.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Alright.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right?
Sakura was the killer.
The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence. And yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is! Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Okay, there's no fucking way I'm gonna solve this, so... Oh my god. I need to get my thing to stop moving. Because I'm having Discord up and, the whole thing open. Okay. I have like my Twitch stream up, so let me like figure out what the hell. Okay, I'm not even sure what was banned or said. What did you say? I think I accidentally hit deny. Oh yeah, I think I accidentally hit deny. I'm probably gonna have to like change that again. Anyway. Oh no. Okay, I think I got it all.
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Okay. Okay, which one did I get? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Or he smashed the thing. Okay, I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed the one where he was looking at the thing. Okay.
Here's exactly what happened. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, She jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack.
Okay, I think we
When
got
she
it.
woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab.
You know what? I'm actually kind of surprised that Sakura literally took 2 bottles to the head and still woke up from them in order to complete her thing. She still, like, woke up. God damn, she's a trooper.
She turned the record
She is a
into a true
fucking
locked
unit.
room
Yes, she
scenario,
is.
and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can.
Maybe because you're like
They did all
typing
this
so fast, that's probably
specifically to
why.
place all the suspicion on themselves. In an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina. That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
God damn it, I gotta go through those now.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. Yet maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire
Okay, we're
existence!
done here.
What did you say?
So, that's the whole truth. Huh, I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest
What
of
are you
us.
thinking?
And yet, why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into the corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you? We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. She such brutally has made me this. Whatever. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hands. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. That scared me. But I don't know why. But thank you, Capri67. I think I said that right. But thank you for the follow, and please, if you're still here in the chat, thank you for staying and enjoying the stream. Yeah, we're not done. This is not the end of the stream, but hopefully I can get the correct button. But now, welcome to the weird stream.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but
I can't forgive
my
this!
closest friend got hurt. Sakura. Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. I can't do Sakura voice without killing my own. Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault, which is why she wanted to why she wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't! Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk with them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you. Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
That hurts! Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood she was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and even you did the unthinkable. No! That was just an misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there calling it a misunderstanding. She believed in you and wouldn't even listen to what you had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was? She was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll do it myself.
Why?
So that's how far you pushed her.
Huh?
Hina.
Hina, you came. Wait here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
Some protein.
That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she asked for, and when I got there, I saw the powder. That's when I realized I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf, Sakura. So I ran to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late.
Please! Why? Why?
Why did you have to die? She had weakness just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. Yeah, Sakura's story is saddening. That's the weakness, that's normal, and yet
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her, I suffered for it, and I didn't even realize it. We all killed her, all of us. She pushed us to a corner and murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. That's why you tried that, and that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did the best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out in the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could have never faced her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt, right, when things are about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me.
In other words...
Well, what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is it?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad!
I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura's addressed to Hina and put in her room.
Huh?
But when...
Huh?
You lied to me?
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it but to help it if you totally took my little scribbles as face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in it, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene. Cut!
And?
So then what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For the benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey! Hey!
But you know, haven't even been curious about the whole suicide note thing? You came up with the idea of leaving a note when you killed yourself in the first place.
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate killing is so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of the story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Would you get out with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Jeez, talk about buzzkill. All right, here we go. Ahem. Good friend. I'm just gonna read it in Bakuba's voice. Good friend here. There's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this stage school that the mastermind came to see me.
The mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of the dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving into the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. We're gonna go even longer than that! But what neither Mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. Maybe. Hopefully, if I can get to 80 views, at least, and maybe even more followers, too. At least 50 followers. I need at least 50 followers. But if it takes 24 hours to get to 80 views, then we'll do it.
As I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive. I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of scribbling to the mastermind. Sayaka seems like best wife material. Yeah. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe anamorphic, oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people.
No, Sayaka
than
was
just
not a killer.
me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
So, since it's in the past streams, Sayaka was murdered. Like, in a sense, like, during the tutorial round. Sayaka was, in a sense, the tutorial. Oh, I don't know. Maybe because they're just fan art. But no, who actually killed Sayaka was Leon. Leon killed Sayaka, and yeah, that was the first case. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I have never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us?
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, it can help you from killing each other. That's enough for me. This is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though I hope to show myself through actions and not words, hopefully, then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
Yeah, Monokuma wanted a slow trial.
No matter what, just survive.
But...
This is... Fucking cock. I don't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other. But you almost end up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
Huh? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with the fake suicide note. And plus, Sakura's death wasn't a
Say
waste.
what?
Huh? Because she made us remember, we're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight! This is all because of your misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't hate her. I can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either. Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What?
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that. Lovely Byakuya, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of the game. Which is why I'm bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Huh?
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny reality of the game. Thanks to them, it will appear the others have cast aside their fear of this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's no point in
myself.
participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now, I had only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear.
And that is to keep the harshest punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Harsh. Why did I say almost harshest? Byaka, does this mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Whatever master go, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey.
Well, now you can see that Sakura's that had no meaning. Well, now, how can you say that Sakura's that had no meaning? How boring! But nothing good can come out of this. I'm still going to be the one having fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time. Anyway, let's forget about the good for nothing backstabber and get on to that track.
You want me to punish
It's the
you
moment
guys?
you've all been waiting for. Punishment time!
What?
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh heavens no! Just because the black man is dead doesn't mean I can just stab in whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bear times one rule.
Listen up.
So I spent so much time preparing my special punishment. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste.
Yahoo!
So my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest.
Let's
give it everything we've got. It's punishment time! That's alter ego. That's what's happening. You.
Oh no!
You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk! That really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up on a plate of chicken. After that, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it at. And I'm all about the grilled goodness. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the sashimi grilled is whatever is that.
So...
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I had to do this.
But...
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still...
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but that's true. So it's okay.
Gonna do my best.
Okay, so Alter Ego is an AI created by Chihiro, and Alter Ego got used after Chihiro had died. So yeah. Yeah. And angered. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was our friend! How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
Huh? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? You're friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. That wasn't just a laptop, that was my friend. And you killed him. Is that what you call aminism, where a soul dwells within all things, even like laptops? Well, you can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, it got in the way. It was trying to find things out, all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed.
Actually...
Finally? Oh, no. I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly what was going on. I knew exactly what was all going, play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew? And you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Well, I mean, the data in the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network, that was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I wanted to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. All three of us wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time was made me feel a billion times better.
very nice.
Experiencing a menacing death is shooing. It makes me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who dies so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they will make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad. Just unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring things to a closer. But before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
The postscript?
Yep.
There's still a bit more left of Sakura's note. Huh? Do I have your attention? Okay, then here we go. Prepare your ears for the delusion tones of yours truly. One thing, Hina, there's something I'd like to tell the others. Hopefully, it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of the school. What clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind and the whole time I've been here, so I've been learning one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one! Another word and we would have... And we would have been deep in spoiler territory!
Too bad!
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is missed for today. What? You can't just stop at the most important bit? It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. It's back at all of you for parting your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I ever let any of you greaseballs have it. What?
Too bad.
Sucks for you, losers. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lie down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. No matter what. That's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you. Hell, whatever. Who cares what some dead meat musclehead has to say? Well, okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know. And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? You can't really cut free for the regrets of the outside world. Think about that. Think long and hard. That was his last point before departing. But what was that all about? Sakura's final message, her last cue to help us solve the mystery of the school. The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You...
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey.
Answer me, what did you do to my body? The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? If we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff. It's not totally unheard of. Oh, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo!
So the class trial is over, and Monokuma's gone.
But...
So, now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there? Nope. Other than to head back up.
Oh,
yeah. Let's get out of here. I mean... Hina must still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose, it's absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
You would never have lost that kind of challenge. I would never have lost that kind of challenge. What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. Huh? That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No!
I can't suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master.
Huh?
Someone kept the... Okay. Now I'm intrigued. Why would I ever go for such a sleazeball for him, like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right. I called you a sleazeball because you are sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish. More being sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends.
No!
Stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want to be abused and give and take. Me! I guess it's not easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end. And we returned to the whole world of Hope Peak Academy. But the story wasn't even close to over. Time to keep marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and before long, night snuck up on us.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me along with it down into sleep. I can't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from deep slumber to haze. Half consciousness, my eyelids were like...
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
What are you doing in my room?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
In a flash, I was wide awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door! It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey.
Always. You don't have to overreact like that. Every time you're surprised. But what time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? Nope. Okay. So, with that, Danganronpa has come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed it, but we're going to be moving on to the next game. So, if you guys have a game that you want me to play for this whole entire spooky week, I'll play the game. I have some games backed up in mind, but I wouldn't mind overwriting some. No. Maybe. I'll give that a thought. I'll give it a thought. I'm kidding. I'll give it a thought. But besides that joke, if you guys want me to play Yu-Gi-Oh! YGO Pro, I will launch that up. I just gotta find the file. That's what she said. Yeah. So for now, let's boot up. Let's see. Hopefully I can do this correctly. That sounds way too sensitive. I hope my game isn't that bad because my friend, my things, the guy's doing stuff. All right. No. No, I have no idea how to do that. Okay, this won't end the stream. Hopefully.